Hey kids, Mr. Flyer here, hope you're well. Now, if you're only here for my motorcycle content, you may well want to skip this video, alright, and I'll see you on the next one, which will be all about bikes.
Strike that, spoiler alert, this does turn into a biking video for reasons which will become clear.
Right, still here? Okay, well if you like my flying videos, then this one is for you. I've been asked for another flying video for ages, so stick around, stay tuned. After the opening credits, I'll tell you what we're up to. Alrighty, so welcome back to the channel, and yeah, as I say, time for a flying video, because I've been asked for another flying video for absolutely ages. So the planets have aligned. It's one of those rare occasions when I've got the aeroplane for a number of days. My mate Keith, who owns the aeroplane, is away on his holidays, and he said I can fly the plane and if I want to take it away overnight. So me and Mrs. Flyer are planning a little cheeky weekend flying down to Cornwall. That's what this is all about. I'm just doing it. It's a Thursday evening when I'm filming this bit, and I'm just planning what we're going to be doing Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and we're hoping to take you along as well. So hopefully that sounds like something of interest. But before all that, I thought it was worth just telling you what goes on before I actually get in the plane and before I actually embark upon a flight like this. This is a typical sort of cross-country flight in a light aircraft. These days, we all use GPSs and we all use a piece of software called SkyDemon. I've got SkyDemon here on my screen here, and you know, it's an amazing bit of software. It maps out actually across the world now, I think, but certainly in the UK. You can plan your routes on SkyDemon, a bit like you do sometimes with GPS routes on your motorbike, but not only does it plan the route, but it gives you things like weather forecasts en route. It tells you if there's any airspace restrictions, any things you need to be aware of as you fly the route. And not only that, it'll then print out what we call a plog, a planning log, which gives you all those details. And these are the things that you have on your knee as you fly. So I've planned the various routes that we're going to do this weekend and more later. I've printed them all out, so I've got hard copies as well. Now I don't just rely on SkyDemon, because it's not unheard of for GPSs to fail, of course. So I've also got an old school aviation map that I've marked up with our route as well. It kind of matches that one. So if all goes pear-shaped, then I can rely on the printed paper versions and the map. So I've got that covered, but otherwise I will be flying using, again, SkyDemon on this, it's not sponsored by SkyDemon, this one, by the way, on this iPad. So you'll see me looking at this, which will be on the yoke on the aeroplane as we fly. Anyway, so I've done all the paperwork, that's all planned. Next time you see me and Mrs. Flyer should be tomorrow morning, Friday, at the airfield. So good morning folks, it's Friday morning, and welcome to White Waltham Airfield, home of the West London Aero Club, of which we are members. Mrs. Flyer's here with me, of course.
Hello.
And we're looking forward to the weekend. The weather is absolutely cracking. Check this out. Doesn't look too bad, does it? And for those of you that maybe haven't seen my flying videos before, I thought I'd just show you the aeroplane. Here it is. It's called a PA-28 Warrior, also sometimes known as Cherokees, to those that don't know what we're talking about. But this is a Warrior 2. It's actually about 40 years old, would you believe? But that is not unusual in the light aircraft fleet. That is about the normal going. Of course, there's loads of checks that you have to do before you fly. I have done them. I won't bore you with them. And also, I flew the aeroplane yesterday, so I know it's in pretty good order. So, all right, all is left now is for me and Mrs. Flyer to strap on in, and we'll get airborne. So let's go flying.
Right then, welcome aboard Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo. We're all ready to go. I'm just going to call for a radio check and then we'll be on our way. Autumn Radio, good morning. Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo. Request airfield information and radio check.
India Sierra Delta Bravo, readability 529 at right hand, QNH 1033.
1033, 29 right hand, Golf Delta Bravo. Alright, we're good. Happy?
Yeah.
Let's get rolling.
I may not sound it, but I am.
Right then, bit of a long taxi to 29. Flight controls.
Yeah.
Full and free. We're all good. Okay, happy?
Yeah.
Right, we are good to go. Golf Delta Bravo's lining up 29. Okay, everything's looking good on the gauges.
Let's go.
Full power. Okay, airspeed is active. 40 knots. 50. And up she goes. It's quite a hot day today, so I'm expecting it to be a little bit turbulent.
Yeah.
Okay, so heavily to the west. 400 feet. One stage flap to go. Aircraft take where we are, final, good night. And 2 stages of flap. A little bit of trim. Right, all looking good. Wow, top visibility today.
I know.
And Golf Delta Bravo departing the circuit to the west. Alright, so I can see Reading over there, I can see Bracknell over there, I can see High Wycombe over there.
Yeah, what's the mast on the M40?
Stoke Church.
Hey, Stokenchurch, there it is.
Yeah. I'm just going to start to ease ourselves around. Lovely. T's and P's are good. Fuel pump can come off. Fuel pressure's remaining good. Radio, we're on Waltham. Engine T's and P's good. TI 230. Altimeter is set 1033. Nice view of the River Thames down to our right. See that? You got
Yeah.
towards well, Henley, I guess. So we're all set. I'm going to speak to Farmer in a minute. We're just approaching Reading. It's all looking good. We'll speak to you when we're a little bit nearer Compton Abbas with an update.
Looking very brown out there.
It is. It will do after this drought, or not drought, or heat wave we're going to get in the next couple of weeks. A little bit of trim required. Let's give the carburetor a blow. Right, yeah, I don't think we're going to get any sense out of Farnborough. It's too busy a day. It's a Friday on a nice day. It's always busy in the skies then, isn't it? Especially around the southeast. So that down there on the right now is the is it Aldermaston, the nuclear research facility? I think it's Aldermaston, isn't it? Anyway, it's down there on the right. Right off to our left, that big town over there is Basingstoke. I'm just going to come slightly right because I want to avoid the edge of the Odium mats. Odium being an RAF helicopter base. And the edge of their airspace is just over there. I can legally fly through it without talking to them, but it's just good airmanship to avoid. Actually, is that Aldermaston, that one there? I think over to the right now.
Okay.
That's the nuclear research establishment, isn't it? And beyond it, what was Greenham Common, the old US airbase. Can you see where the runways have all been scraped up as part of the reduction in nuclear weapons during Glasnost? That was all destroyed, that airfield. That was previously where we had nuclear missiles based for the US. No more though. Let's hope we weren't too hasty in removing them. So welcome back, and something's going to happen. So I thought I'd turn the camera back on. We're past that mats I was talking about before now, and now we're just about 10 miles from Chilbolton, our waypoint, and that's within another mats, that of Middle Wallop. And the controlling authority for that is Boscombe Downs. I'm going to give them a call now and ask for a service through the mats as well. So let's do that. Just check I've got the right frequency. 1267. Yes, it is. Boscombe radar. Good morning. It's Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo for basic service.
India Sierra Delta Bravo, Boscombe,
Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo, PA28 from Whitehall to Compton Abbas. Currently 10 miles north and east of Chilbolton. Going to be wanting to just penetrate the mats if I may as well.
Delta Bravo, basic service, squawk 2650, and is it just the Middle Wallop mats that you're looking to transit?
AFM 2650 for squawk, Golf Delta Bravo.
Delta Bravo, calling QNH 1029, request your transition altitude.
1029, and I'll be transiting 2,200 feet on 1033.
Delta Bravo, radio, traffic police for you has traffic southwest 1 mile, tracking southeast, no height information.
Looking, Golf Delta Bravo.
Roger.
So I actually made an error in my radio call there. Pilots amongst you may have spotted it. I read back the wrong QNH, and she didn't spot it, but anyway, I'm on the correct one.
Delta Bravo, your Middle Wallop mats penetration is approved, remaining outside the ATZ.
Mats penetration approved, staying outside the ATZ, Golf Delta Bravo.
Delta Bravo, traffic believed to be you has traffic southwest 3 miles, tracking northeast, indicating 300 feet below.
Looking, Golf Delta Bravo. Right, so it's over here, below us. Unbelievably hard to spot, aren't they? Sometimes until they're right on top of you. And if we're doing 100 knots and they're doing 100 knots, which is about 120 miles an hour, closing speed at 240 miles an hour, they're going to come past pretty quick. I'm just going to go slightly left because I want to make sure I avoid the ATZ of Middle Wallop over there. Let's go this way a bit. Well, I can't see that other traffic.
No, they're there somewhere.
Right, the next major thing to look for will be home of Novichok, Salisbury, which is a good waypoint because they've got a big cathedral. The Russians love it. They come here and check it out. It's a big thing for them, apparently.
Stop.
Well, they used to.
It is apparently a beautiful cathedral.
Well, we'll have a look at it in a
with
minute.
a very tall spire.
Yeah, is it the second tallest or something? I don't know.
That's some claim.
We really should do our research before we make these vids. Alright, welcome back aboard. We've just flown on another 10 miles or so, and off to our right now is Boscombe Down, which is the home of what was the Empire Flight Test School, where test pilots go to train and test things. Very important in the war, and since certainly the 50s when we were developing lots of supersonic aircraft, that sort of thing there. Not used so much now, but that's off our wing to the right. Don't know if you can see it with that camera. And then off in front of us, which again you may or may not be able to see, but I'll get Fly to do some video out the window. We're just coming up to Salisbury, which has a quite impressive cathedral. So we'll get some shots of that and show you. Excuse our editing. It's quite difficult flying, editing and making a film at the same time.
All canopies away and descending.
Right, our next challenge is going to be spotting Compton Abbas Airfield, which I've been to on numerous occasions, but it's always a bugger to spot from the air. So we'll try that. I think I know what I'm looking at now, even from here, 15 miles away still, but I'm not entirely sure. So we're going to have to bin Boscombe so we can talk to Compton, but I'll do that when we've got 10 miles to run. Excellent. Right, let's go over to Compton Abbas then. See what's happening with this aerobatics, whether it's going to be a factor or not, and also what runway they're using. I'm quite curious to learn. I'm hoping it's 26 and we can do a straight in. Because before the days of GPS flying was so much harder, you had to just rely on your Mark 1 eyeball and the map and find these things just in the air. Now I've got 2 GPSs on board this aeroplane, and it's still difficult, but this makes it so much easier. It takes all the stress out of it. Those were the days. Compton Radio, Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo inbound.
Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo, this is Compton Radio, Richard Strange 5, go ahead.
Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo, 10 miles to the west, and request airfield information.
Golf Delta Bravo, roger, we're on runway 26 for the right-hand circuit at the moment. Our QFE is 1007, and the standard overhead join if you can, please.
26 right and 1007, rather hoping I can do straight in for 26.
Golf Delta Bravo, yeah, if you carry on like that, just give me a call when you get near and we'll take it from there.
We'll go, Golf Delta Bravo. Our approach checks, brakes are off, undercarriage fixed, mixture rich. Fuel pump is on, indicators are all good, car beacon come on. Hatches and harnesses secure?
Yep.
Right, approach checks complete, 9 miles to run. Right, little quirk of this plane at the moment is when you land, it tends not to idle very well, in that the engine can stop once you've landed. So we could get stuck on the runway. I'll try not to do that by squirting a little bit of power on towards the end, and hopefully she'll keep running, but you never know. Right, 75 knots, 2 stages flap in, all looking good, nice and stabilised approach. So the bumps come in when you start flying slow and low. I doubt as to whether that was 26 then. I only saw the one white letter. Thought, crikey, we come in the wrong end, but it is definitely 26.
Yeah.
Right, all the flaps now. And in we come. Straighten her up. Feel the power. There we go. Give it some throttle again to try and get the prop spinning. Look, it's full throttle and the prop is almost stopped. It's stopped. Right.
Bravo, welcome to Compton. Do you need fuel or just parking?
Negative parking, but the engine has stopped on the rollout, so I'm just getting clear of the runway and then I'll restart and come back to taxi.
And the parking will be at the far end of the line on the left-hand side if you can, please.
Roger.
What a pain.
Right, let's get it restarted then. So, mags off, mixture rich, fuel pump. Let's see what we can do here. Come on. There we go. That is very strange, isn't it? Definitely something to get sorted out. We've got it on video now, so Keith, you can take that to engineering. Right.
Why does that happen?
Don't know. We think set too low, but there's all the aerobatic stuff for the contest.
Rather smart planes, aren't they?
They are proper aeroplanes, those, aren't they? Serious bits of kit.
There's loads of people here to either have lunch or watch the aerobatics.
Yeah, this is a popular biker spot as well, actually.
Bikers?
Yeah.
Who are they?
Right, we're going to park right at the end, unfortunately, but we've got plenty of time, so we're going to have a nice little lunch here. So we'll park up here, we'll shut the aeroplane down, and we'll see you in a minute.
Okay, so there's the first leg of our little trip over. We're here at beautiful Compton Abbas. It's on this, well, it's almost like a meta. It's an amazing view here, look, over, right, well, I don't know what that's the Vale of, that's towards, I can't remember the name of that place. I'll put it on the screen, I'll look it up. Shaftesbury, that's what I was thinking of. And then down here, you can see we've got all these aircraft parked up right at the front down there for the aerobatics contest that's either this morning or a bit later on. But anyway, we'll go and find some lunch. So, Carol, how did you find that little flight?
No, I really enjoyed it. I haven't been flying this year, and I didn't go up, what, twice last year?
Yeah, exactly.
And I haven't flown this way for a long time, so it's a great view and it's a stunning day.
It is. And what did you make of the engine stopping when we landed?
Rather unnerving, Keith.
Sort it out.
Sort it out. Haven't had that one.
Sort it, man. Right, let's go and find some lunch. Alright, well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is our food has come. Check this out. Look at that, I've gone for the healthy option of sausage and chips.
And I've got the unhealthy option of pastry, but
it looks absolutely splendid.
it's very nice.
I should have gone for the flan, it looks better. Anyway, so that's the good news, that the food's here. The bad news is we've had a little bit of a conflab since we last spoke to you about the fact that the propeller stopped on the rollout. Now, I've known that issue has been there for a little while, but it seems to be getting worse to me. So I've got a little mantra of if there's any doubt, there's no doubt. And with flying, you can't take any risks. So, very reluctantly, we've decided to bin our weekend, which we're absolutely gutted about. You can see how gutted Mrs. Flyer is.
I've got my beach things. I was going in the sea.
And the weather was set so fair.
Oh, I'm completely gutted.
And then the double whammy, not only that, is that we only booked the hotel yesterday.
And it's
non-refundable. It's 400 quid. So we've lost that money.
It was the last one we could get.
So gutted. But anyway, there's no point, for the sake of 400 quid, you know, better that we're safe than and we lose 400 quid. But that's just the nature of flying.
Just to be fair, I won't say which hotel it is.
Yep.
They are. I've told them to release the room so they can somebody else can book it and they don't lose out. And it does look like they're going to try and move the booking. So if we can get there, it's a long way from home for a couple of nights. So they are trying to be flexible.
Sure. Anyway, so that's a bit of we're gutted about that. So we're going to enjoy our lunch anyway. We're going to watch the aerobatics competition.
I'm going to eat a big fat piece of cake now.
And then we're going to fly back. And we're going to keep our fingers crossed. So we'll speak to you in a minute. Okay, so we've had a little piece of cake, which is it wasn't a little piece actually, it was a big piece, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did share it.
And another cup of coffee. Watched a bit of aerobatics, saw some good stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was all good.
Frightening.
And we're scratching our head about this whole situation. We're gutted about losing the hotel, lovely weekend and all that, and thought, well, actually, why don't we then have a little word with the hotel and see if we can, well...
keep tomorrow night and book Sunday night instead.
So basically, shimmy our booking back a day.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to fly the airplane back now to Whitewater, about an hour away, and just keep our fingers crossed on that one. Get it back to there, and then we've got the whole weekend where the weather is lovely.
And you don't often get amazing weekends in Blighty.
Exactly. We're going to jump on the new Goldwing, and we're going to go down and we're going to make the most of that hotel that we booked and the lovely beaches in around Perranporth. So stick around, stay tuned. We're going to do a bit more flying. Hopefully that'll all go fine, and then we'll jump on the new Goldwing. So all is not lost after all.
No, there's always a way out of a problem.
Hurrah! Bit of lateral thinking.
Exactly.
Good. Right, see you in the air.
Compton Radio, good afternoon. Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo, request airfield information and radio check.
Station calling me to 5, runway 26 left hand, QFE 1007, QNH 1037. Can you just confirm call sign again, please?
Yeah, it's Golf India Sierra Delta Bravo with QNH 1037 and 26 left hand, Golf Delta Bravo.
Golf Delta Bravo, roger.
1037, wow. is. Lovely bit of countryside though. Here we go, full power. Full power, T's and P's are good. Dancing on the rudders, airspeed's active.